Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Cooking with Chef Puff. We are always bringing you the good stuff. Everybody, welcome back with Cooking with Chef Puff. We bring you the good stuff. We always bring you definitely the good stuff. All right, today we're doing homemade potato chips. Okay, first step, basically you're gonna have to wash your potato. Not wash, you don't have to wash these. Just peel your potatoes. Okay, once you peel your potatoes, you can either use, I got two different type of potato peelers. You can actually use your potato peeler to cut your different sizes of potato chips. All right, but it doesn't work as good as well as a mandolin. All right, mandolin, I got it set to a specific thickness, and basically, if you hold it up to the light, you can almost see right through it. All right, and I'll give you an idea what I'm talking about. So, these are the thicknesses right here. You can almost see right through them. Perfectly good for making potato chips. All right. So you gotta excuse my dogs. They see somebody outside. So I'll be back right after I finish slicing these potatoes. Okay, everybody. Right now, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna basically wash majority of the sugars and the starch out of these potatoes. You're going to do this process until your water becomes basically clear. All right? You don't want that milkiness in your potato because the starch, the potatoes will not fry up right into potato chips. But if you can see these potato chips here, they are basically paper thin. They're paper thin. You can almost see right through them. All right? So you just keep on doing this process until you get all the starch out, because you want to get 99.9% of the starch out, or basically until your water becomes really clear, you know, because you want to do this. Do this for a couple of minutes at least in cold water. All right, so I shall return with the next step. Welcome back, everybody. I just want to let you know what I did. I actually used my strainer, threw the chips, the potatoes into the strainer, and put them back in the bowl and started running some more clean water over it. And I noticed that it was still coming out, the water was coming out dingy with the starch. So I advise you basically to do this step a second time, you know. But you're trying to remove the starch and the sugars out of it. So your chips will not burn and they'll fry up properly. All right, so once again, I'm gonna move on to the next step in a few moments. Be right back. Okay, welcome back. All right, homemade potato chips. All right, by Chef Puff. It's the good stuff. All right, so I recommend you rinsing these off 2 times. You're gonna use your strainer, pour it into the strainer, then you're gonna let it drain the water off, and then pour it back into the bowl and rinse them again. And look at your water. I recommend doing it 2 times. All right, so as you can see, I have the towels laid out. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is that I need to start placing the potato chips. I need these to dry. So I gotta get them tight because it's a lot. And I need them to really dry. But I am gonna try another step in later on, all right? And basically, that's going to be involved with the oven on a very low temperature to try to remove more of the moisture out if I can. Because remember, water, oil does not mix. Does not mix. All right. So I'm going to do the best I can to get them all on. And then after I do this process, I want to put a towel over them so they can absorb more of the liquids, the water itself. All right, so I'll return after I finish with this process. Hey, welcome back, everybody. All right, I finished placing all the potato chips on clean dish towels, all right? So let me show you exactly, let me give you a close-up of it. All right. It's quite a bit of potato chips here. But this process will take a little time here, so just be patient. If you want to what do you call it? Make homemade potato chips with your family. All right, something to snack on. All right. Once again, like I said, you know what's in it. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cover them up. I'm going to cover them up actually with another dry towel. All right. So. All right, give a little pat here, a little pat there. All right, so basically I'm gonna cover the rest of them, but this is how you're gonna do it to dry them out. But like I said, I'm gonna try something else also too after this step. All right, so I shall return back. Okay, what I did, I put these underneath the towels. I still have some here, this whole area here. Actually is all potato chips here, okay? I'm still letting them dry underneath the towels. But I had took the other potatoes that I had over here. Now, they are somewhat dry, all right? But a little moist here. But what I'm gonna do now, I put my oven on to 175 degrees, the lowest temperature it can go. And I'm gonna see what happens about drying these potatoes out, all right, getting all the moisture out of them. So once this experiment is done, I shall return and I'll let you know if it's good or bad, how long it would take. So I'll be right back. Hey, welcome back everybody. All right, I had mentioned earlier that I was going to try something new of drying the potatoes out. Okay, so I said I was going to put it in the oven at 175 degrees, which I did for about a half an hour. But the outcome was not good, so don't do it. It doesn't work. And I'm going to let you see exactly what happened to them. They got wet. They got more moisture. I mean, I don't know what happened. But this is how they look now. No good. This is no good. This is when I put them in the oven. All right? And they ain't no good. Look at the color on them. All right? So these will go away. I have to get rid of these. Now, leaving them on the towels, okay, this is the outcome of these chips, okay. Most of the moisture is almost completely out of them, but this is the way they are supposed to be. So what I'm going to do now, is that I am going to put these in the oil at 320 degrees. No, excuse me. Let me rephrase. Let me change that. I'm going to put them in cold oil. The oil is at room temperature. I'm not going to turn the heat on, but I'm going to turn and let it gradually come up to 320 degrees. All right. It's going to take between 30 and 40 minutes to do the potato chips, but we're looking at guaranteed of a crispy, delicious potato chip. All right, but they've been sitting here basically for several hours to get in this fashion here. Like I said, you can almost see right through them. All right, and they are really nice and dry. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these chips here. Best way just to do it like this. Get them in the bowl. All right. Basically what I'm going to do, just put them in the oil. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to turn the flame on yet. No, I'm not. And don't be worrying about sticking. All right. I got the information that they will not stick once they start frying up. They will not stick. All right. Yeah, let me get. There we go. This is much better. All right. All right. Everybody in the pot. I might have to add a little bit more oil to this. All right. Yes, you're probably saying, well, you're crowding the pot. Well, I've learned this technique from somebody. I will leave it in the notes. And he has a YouTube channel. My name is Duyong, don't butcher me, but I will leave it. I'm butchering the name. Don't leave, don't quote me on the name, but I do butcher names. All right, so let me get all these potatoes here. All right, got them all. One more. Here we go. Put them in the pot. Now, I need a big spoon. I'm a big fan in wooden spoons. All right. So let me just get these all mixed up in here. All right. Already made a mess already. All right. All right. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this pot up to high, and I want to bring it up to 325 degrees. It's going to do it slowly. It takes time now for it to get up to that temperature. All right, so, and I will temper with my Blackstone thermometer. I will be testing the oil to see how hot it is, because I don't want to go no higher than between 320 and 325. And we're going to let these fry up. So I will I'll be right back when the potato chips start to fry. Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, I had put the potato chips on the timer for 40 minutes. Now it's basically 31 minutes. You do the math on that. It wasn't that long, but the oil was cold, and I brought it up to temp to 320 degrees. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to start removing my chips. Chips out of the hot oil. Oh, God, they smell so good. Oh. All right. Now remember, it has been scientifically proven that when you use old oil, not too old now, but potatoes will clean your oil. And the last one. Let me get this off the burner. All right. Now, what I want to do, they're very, very hot. Okay. All right, I don't want to break them all up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a few chips, pour them in the bowl. Now, take my salt. All right, so now we're going to see what the situation is. You know, first of all, I want to give a shout out to my camera wife for doing a wonderful job. So she is going to be the first one to get the taste. And try to make a crunch, if you can make a crunch. Oh, God.
Very good.
Okay. I'm going to plate one of these here. All right, so here you go. Homemade potato chips. Very delicious, wonderful flavor. I know you're worried about the darkness. Believe it or not, they taste delicious, all right? Total different flavor from that thin, pale potato chips you buy in the store. This has flavor, it has character, it's very delicious. Try this recipe. All the information will be definitely in the notes. And also that I hope that you subscribe, thumbs up, and ring the bell, and to help me make more videos. All right. And once again, God bless you and have a wonderful evening.